The peace and tranquility of the New Hampshire woods in fall. But wait, something unusual catches our eye. There be dragons in these woods and other curious creatures. How did they get here? Or more importantly, how do you get here? Despite its famous name, you could easily overlook or bypass Hancock, New Hampshire, just about in the center of the triangle created by Interstates 89, 91, and the Massachusetts border. It sits in the heart of the Monadnock region. It may be little, but it offers a little bit of everything. A covered bridge, charming inn, tranquil lakes, historic buildings, goats, goat cheese, a market, a restaurant, a beach, a library, a tiny library. Well, you get the idea.
I find it terribly relaxing.
Woodcarver Jack McWhorter, a retired rheumatologist, lives in Hancock and is the man behind the magical, unmarked carvings in the woods. He began carving the dragon, a process that took 14 trips of a mile each to get outdoors during COVID, and kept going with a salamander, frog, and snake.
It's interesting to talk to people and find which they like best. I've had a few women, and one guy, matter of fact, who was absolutely startled by the snake. It just froze them in place until they realized this is not real. Okay, or this is real, but it's not alive.
His fanciful trail carvings are found on one of the many miles of trails maintained by the Harris Center for Conservation Education, which promotes an understanding and respect for the natural world. Jeremy Wilson is executive director.
It's the kids in particular, getting them thinking about this world that they inhabit and what it means to them and how much they appreciate it, and so that they'll become great stewards of that as they move through life.
The center does that through education and community programs for all ages. Their land trust has also conserved more than 24,000 acres of land, helped in large part by the residents of Hancock.
It's an amazing group of people who have lived here or come here and really appreciate the environment around them, and so they're amazingly supportive of the work that we do.
In a community as small as Hancock with less than 2,000 residents, neighbor helping neighbor is an essential part of survival. Jarvis and Marcia Coffin know that very well as innkeepers of the historic Hancock Inn.
It's a community investment. The town has always been very, very supportive.
The Coffins bought the 14-room inn and restaurant in 2011. Originally opened in 1789, it is the longest continuously operating inn in New Hampshire.
I don't think we lose track of the fact that we're just caretakers, and it's very important to us to be as good as we can be as caretakers. We're just passing through.
And now it is time to move on. The inn recently sold. The Coffins are proud of what they have done, but now have new priorities.
And the three most important reasons are our grandchildren who have arrived since we became innkeepers, who we need to get to spend more time with and know a little better.
And that is the thing about innkeeping. I mean, it demands your presence. 10 years is a long enough time, I think, to make our mark on the place, and now it's somebody else's turn.
In a way, everyone leaves their mark in a small town. The carriage stalls behind the old meeting house still serve as reminders of a different era. The historic buildings of Main Street are testament to the generations who preserved them. The covered bridge that connects Hancock to Greenfield still spans the Contoocook River.
You don't realize the impact you have on people.
Sherry Williams knows it, lives it. 17 years ago, she was looking for a business where she could live and work with her son who has Down syndrome, and bought Fiddlehead's Cafe. A self-taught cook, she upped the food game with pastries, burgers, sandwiches, prepared foods, and turned the cafe into a dining destination and local gathering spot. And then COVID.
When COVID first began, it was terrifying for me because this is my life. You know, it's my retirement. I put everything I have into it, and my son and I ran it for 6 weeks by myself. And, you know, everybody just went home. And the support that I got from the town was overwhelming. Overwhelming. I learned a lot.
Patrons left big tips. A group of regulars even paid her mortgage one month. The hours are long, the demands are high, but every now and again, like when a reporter pulls her out of the kitchen for a few moments, Sherry gets to see and feel what she has accomplished.
You just don't have time to really look and appreciate, and then you get people that, you know, will make a comment or, you know, something nice, and you think, wow, you know, it is a pretty special place, and it is.
True of Fiddleheads, true of Hancock, and proof again that many good things come in small packages.
So pretty. And back to the Hancock Inn. Since it sold in the spring, it's been temporarily closed, but the new owners do hope to reopen summer 2023.
Right, and perhaps the new owners will feel like the Coffins did. They really felt like they were changing people's lives in some way. They would see people come in on a Friday night, stressed from a long week of work, little hospitality, a little bit of good food, a little bit of rest, and they would leave on Sunday completely relaxed. And they enjoyed watching that transition. They really enjoyed their time there, and good luck to the new owners.
Oh, that goes a long way. It sure does. Up